Most people will just continue to spin out and literally spew this like energetic garbage into the
Yep.
space. And sometimes I will go even harder. Sometimes I will meet it like I did the other day. And I was like, LOL, like, sucks to be you. And like,
Oh, hello.
we're talking about my tits most of the time.
Girl on girl on girl.
You would.
Like, stop picking up the fucking hot knife.
Fucking cares.
Right on track.
Ugh.
With a lot of money, I would do great fucking things.
But not in a good way.
Yikes.
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 Yikes. Where's the realness?
Yeah. Everything you want. Immaculate experience.
Back down.
You're getting like excited.
I do actually.
We need the tequila.
Christine's coming live to you from Wisconsin today.
So like how the last podcast I was in Orlando and I had like the background.
Yeah.
I have all these like fucking random backgrounds everywhere I go. It's just like,
No,
hello from wherever.
Yeah, where in the world is Christine Bano today?
Where in the world is Waldo?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we're gonna riff today on a real raw topic that came up, which is the online troll space. Because who the fuck not?
Why the fuck
Uh,
not?
we love on the podcast to bring in real life stories and
Mm-hmm.
what's actually going on for us. And we did have another piece of material that we were going to focus on today, but we decided to focus on something that is absolutely hilarious, and that is the world of online trolls and the fact that Kelsey is just so good and so antagonizing to a degree, but also does it in such a way that is so incredibly crafted and personal developmentized. So it's like so good. It's like so you just like can't fuck with it. And boundaried as well. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I was it Sunday? Maybe Sunday. I got a notification and it was like new comment on your Club Unhinged meme drop.
Yeah.
And all I saw was the first like lines, and it was Kelsey being like, Kelsey's replied to a comment, and it was basically like, go fuck yourself. And I was like, what is happening? What photo is this on? So I go online onto our club, or I go online and I see the notification, and it's Kelsey responding masterfully and artfully to this absolute asshat on our page who has a
Had some
problem
feelings.
with had some feelings, has a problem with, and needs to police the account, which was very interesting. Which is interesting because I think this is like kind of like our first. Is this our first like hate part on the like the club? I feel like we
Yeah,
don't really get a
we
lot.
don't really get a lot. Like people are
Yeah.
pretty chill. Like most people that follow us, like both in our personal accounts but also on Club Unhinged, they are there because of the meme post. Like they have a sense of humor. Like
Yes.
you know, they're not nitpicking, but you know, sometimes these people slip through the cracks and end up in the comment section and then they get spanked.
Yes. So I see. I wanted to know what the drama was. I was like, obviously, I'm going to the post immediately. So I pull it up,
Yeah.
and it's one of her, again, classic meme drops. Kelsey does these
Yeah.
amazing, hilarious meme drops every time a podcast episode drops. So if you haven't seen it, go to our Instagram and obviously go follow and fun, like for the madness. It's so fun. They're so funny. They're hilarious. They're like classic. It's a
Just so
thing. It's like
unhinged.
people are expecting them now. It's like a whole
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
And uh, and anyways, this guy had, I think it's a good dude, had a
No, I think
fucking
it's a
problem.
chick, actually.
Was it a chick?
I
Oh,
think so. Yeah.
oh, okay.
But
Well,
regardless.
regardless, let's share what they said. Okay. So all the comments on here are like laughing emojis. The horse thing this week is all I've seen. Laughing to all of them. These are so good. Almost dying in general. Like, horse meets horrors. I mean, these are great. Okay, so all the comments. These are usual comments. Like, they're
Yeah.
hilarious. People saying I love them. And then we have 613 Seiko, whatever the fuck, 420. Okay. Comment. It's not even hi
Hmm.
or hello or nice podcast episode. It starts with AKA, which first of all is fucking weird.
So weird.
AKA, we steal other people's posts and use them without credit. At Will and Lines is an actual account along with others. So, emoji with the arms up, like, ugh, I don't know. Which, first of all, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I had to read it a couple times to be like, what are you talking about?
Hmm.
And you wrote, Kelsey writes, for the record, righteous virtue signaling doesn't work here, period. It's stealing if it's passed off as my own, which it's clearly not. There are actual problems in this world you could pour your energy into. Policing memes isn't exactly a good use of your energy, but go off. Ha ha. Smiley face or whatever. Not, it's like the laughing emoji. Said person 613 writes back,
Oh God.
radical self-love. Did I say anything? Ab, I'm assuming they meant about.
About.
The brain rot means question mark? No. I mentioned the lack of credit given, which is an actual current issue, especially considering AI is apparently getting copyright rights even when it's a fucking robot. Credit is important and shows your level of respect for other people who created whatever you're using.
I
I
don't give
don't
a
give a
fuck.
fuck. Okay. What brain rot BS you post, but credit should always be given, yet, well, actually, you do care, first of all, because you're saying it.
Hmm.
Should be given, yet there isn't one tag. Shows the lack of appreciation from where you got the post in the first place, let alone the lack of respect for other creations or names. And yes, I'm awake. A lot of them repost the same shit. Just ask, just ask bad, but you have an obvious ability to tag and credit and neglected to in this point I made. P.S. You have thousands of followers and comments, but mine upset you enough to take a shot. And assuming something that wasn't even related to my comment, LOL, shows where your head's at. And then she corrected, aware, star star.
Right. Not all the
Kelsey,
other mistakes.
I'm not I'm not upset, trust me. But I'm glad you got that out. Hope you feel better. Kissing heart
Kissy.
emoji. All right. So, anyways, the reason we're bringing this up, people, if you're like, what the fuck? Okay, first of all, I don't even know what to say about that. It's so, my brain is like, what? Like, first of all, what? What do you, how do you have time for that? That's my first
Hmm.
question. How
Yeah.
do you have time to write that?
Exactly.
And even memes are passed around account to account to account to account to, and the memes, it's not like they're saying anything. It's like a really amazing quote and
Profound. Yeah.
a profound piece. It's like a Barbie hacking a cigarette saying like, haha, I'm drunk. Like it's not material that is like, otherworldly
Hmm.
God. You know what I mean? And sure, and often we've proposed memes that have the account's name. It'll be like the meme
Username.
and then
Yeah.
username.
You can
We
see
don't
who made it. I don't
we
pass it
don't
off as our
go,
own.
yeah, exactly. We don't go and doctor it. We don't go and shift it. We don't go and, change it so it looks like ours. We've never said that, right? We love promoting other people's work. That's literally what we do for a living. We promote Women in the Club. We promote, like,
Hmm.
we're always talking about the people. We love giving people credit. Um, but it's like, if that really is what you have time to do, and the bigger issue is why we wanted to talk about this today as well, is that these are the reasons. Like, luckily, we don't really give a fuck, but there's a lot of people who do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm like, I'm bored. Like, I
No.
read it and I was like, I'm literally bored. This is like such a waste of time. I'm never going to get back even reading this. But for a lot of
Hmm.
people, that kind of shit would take them out, right?
Yep.
They'd go into self-explain, they go into, and this is why I think people don't want to show up and authentically express. And this is why a lot of people get nervous scaling their business, going bigger, visibility, um, being known for something, is because there's people like 613 who are all over the internet and are
Hmm.
just like, it's like their full-time job. It's
Yeah.
like a lady one time, I got to tell you this fucking thing. This chick was such a fucking piece of shit. So we're in the bathroom and, or no, Steve and I are where the hell were we? I think we're in New York. And
Okay.
Steve really had to go pee. So we go into a McDonald's. He's like, there's a McDonald's right there. Let's just go. And I was like, ugh, the smell is just like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Like
Gross.
every so often, 3 o'clock in the morning, Diet Coke and a Happy Meal, I'm fucking dynamite. But this is not the case. So we go in and it's packed. And we go up and this lady up there is policing people.
Hmm.
Um, what does she say? Oh, there's a men's washroom and a woman's washroom. So Steve goes to get in line to the men's washroom.
Hmm.
And she comes over and says, excuse me. No, 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 no. There's a lineup. And he's like, yep,
Yeah. A
I'm in
minute.
the lineup. She goes, no, there's two washrooms and there's a line. So like the next person goes to the next one. And I'm like, what? I'm like, there's a
Mm-hmm.
men's washroom and a woman's washroom. So she
Mm-hmm.
was trying to police that there's two bathrooms and that even if a woman, if it's the man's, like if it's the
Ew,
next person's
no.
turn as a woman, she will go into the men's washroom. And I was like, I'm sorry, but who made you the fucking police? Are you? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you
Mm-hmm.
work here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, anyways, I don't know how the fuck I got on that tangent, but it's just it's
It's the same thing. It's the same energetic of like people policing and using like domination tactics and
yes,
disapproval and shame to, and like they weaponize those energetics to try and get you to buckle and cave and
yeah,
collapse so that they can extract your life force energy. And I just will not participate in that fuckery. I will not. Like I've been
yep,
in this internet game for a long time, and like I see the pattern. I see like this righteousness of like they probably feel really disempowered in their own life, and
yes,
this is the one thing that they can go and try and dominate. And chances are they're probably someone who's also like out like raving for like social justice and like every fucking new cause that's out there that the media tells them to be outraged about. And but none of it's actually embodied. None of it is
hmm,
actually like really in, because if it was in, you would never use a domination tactic to get your point across. Because when you use a domination tactic, you are literally using the playbook that you say that you stand against. Like it's so fucking ridiculous. And I will not. And when people come into our space or into my space and they bring that energy, I'm under no obligation to take that shit. What I am obligated to do is to protect my space and to let them know what the rules of the game are. And so I'll often like shoot it back and I'll meet them in the same energetic. And then this is what happens. Like if they actually have like something like deep and true that they're in service to, it'll be enough of a wake up call. It's like the little spanking that they get, and they're like, oh wait, like yeah, I probably should have said this a little different, and like this is what I was meaning. And like I've had dialogues that come from that, but
hmm,
most people will just continue to spin out and literally spew this like energetic garbage into the
yep,
space. And sometimes I will go even harder. Sometimes I will meet it like I did the other day. And I was like, LOL, like, sucks to be you. And like just being like really like a little bit like agitating with it, because sometimes like people don't actually see like what's kind of caught them. They don't know that they're
yep,
in like this energetic pattern that is playing out through them. And
yep,
I'm sure like if we really like pressure washed this bitch, like the core of her is probably someone who really cares deeply and has
sure,
probably been, things have happened where things have been taken from her that she had no control over. And so now she makes it her mission to go and police fucking memes on the internet. But it doesn't do anything. Like it didn't do the thing that she wanted it to do, which is why it stopped. Like, but if I had
yes,
collapsed and if I had gone into like a shame spiral and like, oh my God, like you think I'm bad? Oh my God, I need to show you how good I am. And like, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Like, I don't give a fuck if this bitch thinks that I'm bad. Like, think that I'm bad. Like, if you think that what I'm posting on the internet is bullshit, cool. Go for it. I know that it's not.
totally. Totally, or go
Like,
and follow. Like that's the thing. You don't need a freaking whole production about exiting something that isn't aligned for you. And I think that's the
mm-hmm,
thing that people have to, rather than policing things that you don't like. I'm all about critique. I'm open to that. Like if people have
mm-hmm,
valid things to share or to say,
mm-hmm.
or but again, it's looking at the source. We don't know this person from a fucking hole in the wall, and what they're
No.
saying is ridiculous, right? And
Yeah.
there's no way you and I would never have business. We'd have a full-time job trying to get back and find the source of that meme, and then you go and you tag that person. The person's like,
Mm-hmm,
"That wasn't my meme. I fucking tagged it from somebody else." It's this rabbit hole that
mm-hmm,
could literally take
mm-hmm.
up your whole entire life trying to find the source of the meme.
Yeah.
What you and I know is we don't go and steal people's work and put it as our own,
No. No.
right? And
That's why I
that's
always
something
keep
we
the
know.
username. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know and we don't care, right? That's the thing is like we know in our bones that that's not what we do. That's not our intention. That's nothing to do with our business. So it doesn't bother us,
No,
right? It's
no.
just like it is what it is. But again, a lot of people will, like you said, would collapse or if there's patterns running behind the scenes, which is why this is so important to work on the patterns and to the work we do in the club is because you can really dissolve those um, patterns so that they don't activate when somebody does come at you
Yeah.
and they don't take you off the game and they don't take you out and spin you out. Because before, I mean, years ago, that would have totally derailed me where I would total the proving energy or the good girl or the like, oh no,
Hmm.
no, let me make sure everyone likes me and that, everyone approves of my content online. And people
Hmm.
always say they're like, you're not really standing for something if you're not pissing some people off and making and having a
Yeah.
ripple effect, right? So like again, in that situation, the invitation would be to go like you said, okay, well, it's something that really bothers her. So go
Hmm.
and find something that maybe you go and design a fucking app that's
Yeah.
like the meme tracker and locator of where that is and like the original meme,
The
right? Like
origin.
the origin meme. Maybe that's a cool
Hmm.
app you can go and create. I don't know. So you
Hmm.
scan it through an app and you can tag the person. Like use it for
Totally.
data, but don't come and crash. That's the thing is people are can be very triggered in
Yep.
their life and in their scenarios, and then something that somebody does reminds them of it. And in that rant as
Yeah.
well, she was going off into AI and all these things. I'm like, but again, you can feel how this isn't against us. That you have a lot of things in your life that you feel out of control with, AI probably
Yeah.
being one of them, and that you don't like when things aren't, taken care of or things aren't the way you want them to be or that they should be. And I
Yeah.
remember one of my coaches one time, she said, I was like, oh my God, I'm like, my daughter, she called me selfish today. And it like really bothered me. And she said to me, she goes, well, are you selfish? And I was like, you know what? I can be.
Hmm.
And she's like, yeah. So just say to your daughter, you know what? You're
You're
right.
right.
Sometimes I can be selfish. And
Hmm.
sometimes you can be selfish. Sometimes we're all selfish. It's just like, it just is, I don't know. It like brings this humanity into it. It's like nobody's perfect and nobody's going to get it
Hmm.
all right. And nobody's going to be, you know what I mean? Like these things. But when we can just own sometime these pieces, like this person, obviously there's some trigger and there's some stuff going on behind the scenes for her
Hmm.
or him or there or whoever, who the fuck whoever wrote it, whoever's behind that account and go do something with it, right? Or use it as
Hmm.
information as well. Great question that I would love to ask that person is, what does this remind you of,
Yeah.
right? This is a
Hmm.
perfect example of we're not the target here. It's just that we're the ones who come into her face and we get the backlash of decades
Hmm.
probably of time she's been suppressed or, not taken seriously or not listened to or
Yeah.
has been trampled on, whatever the thing is, whatever that is. But it's like, what is this? So, like with triggers, I was like, what does this remind you of? What are
Hmm.
you making this mean?
Hmm.
Right? Is this true? Is this actually valid and real and true? How much is about this thing? Because so often in life, again, it's not about the situation or the person. It's they come into our field, they trigger us or they activate us, and all of a sudden it brings up all the old material of everything that reminds us of that similar thing, and then we
Hmm.
spew it and barf onto whoever's in front of us versus taking accountability and responsibility that
Yeah.
material is alive and well inside of us, and we just needed the person to catalyze it, stir it up.
Hmm. I have a feeling though that this person is not that deep and that she's probably not doing that work.
Well, there's always
But
time.
there's always time. And sometimes these things do happen. And then 10 years down the road, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, I was such an asshole. Like, why did I
Oh,
do that?
oh.
And maybe now I can look in the mirror. Now I can like really digest what that reflection was about. And,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm always open if someone comes with respect
Mm-hmm.
and curiosity. But when
Totally.
people come with like the energy that she brought,
Yeah.
that's not someone who's open to dialogue. That's not someone who's open for like a productive discussion. That's
Yeah.
someone who is literally just like off gassing her own bullshit.
Yeah, it's like I
And
feel uncomfortable and upset and I have a lot of emotions and I don't know how to
Mhm.
handle this and deal with it and be with it.
Mhm.
So I need to like you said, off gas and I need to spew it out onto something.
Yeah,
So because I can't hold this right now. It doesn't feel I
right.
just grab my own boob.
Mm-mm, titty grab. But it's like we were talking a couple of weeks ago of like this concept of like fire hosing your dysregulation onto someone else. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what it was. And it's not my job just because I have a big account. It's not my job to hold that for people. It's not my job to digest it for them. It's not my job to take it. And I won't. Like I just will not do that. Like that's not actually in service to anybody. And like there is this like undertow of like you're a bad white woman, and like you're feeding all of these systems, and like you're extracting from people and you're taking from them and you're not giving credit, and like it's this very big thing that happens specifically between women in like this community
Yeah.
where we police each other, and like you're not following the rules, and like
Yeah.
but we need to have a conversation. Like, did we agree to those rules in the first place? Like, I don't agree to those rules.
Let me
So
tame
like,
you. Let me
yeah,
cage you. Let me
yeah,
put you back in the cage.
yeah, like says who? Like those are the rules, says who? Like as a creative, I have had people rip off my work for years. I literally had someone steal my entire sales page and a program and try and sell it as their own. They literally started their own Instagram account called A Year of Love, and like everything was like my sales
Come
pages and my
on.
content, and like I'm like that's actual like that's an actual issue. And Instagram handled it right away. Like I got it reported, got it taken down. Like, and listen, if someone is going to try and rip off my shit and sell it to another person, good fucking luck. Like you are trying to like embody something that you haven't learned how to embody, you haven't walked the path. It's not your curriculum, it's not your work. So people
Yeah.
are going to find out real fucking fast that you're a fraud.
Yeah.
And I understand that part of the cost of entry of being on the internet is that people will take my stuff and pass it off as their own.
Yeah.
I know that. And I'm not butthurt by it. I'm not victimized by it because I know that I'm always in the pocket of creation. Like they can
Yeah.
only ever take what I've already done. They don't
Yeah.
have access to the generation, the creation energy that I do.
Yeah.
And so they're always going to be, 20, 30, 40, 50 steps behind. And when you try and pass something off as your own, whether you take someone's caption and you put it in yours, or you take someone's quote and you put it as yours, like the
Yeah.
second someone has a conversation with you, they know that you do not embody that because you stole it. Like that's
Yep.
actual stealing. But
Yep.
like taking fucking memes on the internet and posting them in a meme roundup, like that's not the same thing. And when you
No.
try and make it the same thing, you actually minimize the real creators and like the real transmissions and the real work that does get taken. And even in that, I'm like, it's not a good use of mine to go and police people who steal my shit. Like, you want to
You're already
steal my
like
shit?
creating the next thing. It's like, go ahead.
Right,
It's never, it's like
right.
anything. It's like any rip off of any brand. It's never the original. You can feel
Hmm.
it. It's going to be cheaper and there's going to be other things to it. But
Hmm.
there's always a karmic energy to that as well.
Yeah.
There's always, we don't need to do the policing. It's a total waste of
Mm-mm.
our life force energy. We can
Exactly.
go and just create something brand new and be like 4 steps ahead of them. Do you know what I mean? It's just like
Hmm.
it's old news by that time. So it's like, who cares?
That's just it. Like, literally, karma takes care of it. Like, in one way or another. Like, it's not my job to, like, step into the creator of the universe role and, like, punish someone. Like, it's just not. I will,
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm just going to
I used to
keep
love
on
that role.
trucking. I mean,
Yeah.
same.
But it's like
And
the savior. No, but it's like that younger kid,
yeah,
like savior. It's like
exactly.
I'm the good one, and I will take care of it
Hmm.
because I can,
I'll
and blah blah
rescue
blah. And it's
you.
like,
I'll save you. And all that is victim consciousness. So
yeah,
like the fucked up part is like people who play out the savior and the rescuer and like who crusade for all of these righteous causes, when they do it from that energy, you're not transforming anything.
yeah,
And you actually are feeding the thing that you say that you stand against because you're using the same playbook. You're using that dominator consciousness. You're using disapproval. You're using shame. There's nothing transformative about those energies. And so you might be able to like create some behavior modification that's very short term, but that's not transformation. Like, that's not things changing on a global level where people actually feel so empowered in their own creative vessel that they don't need to steal from other people. And they just trust their own channel and they create what they're supposed to create. You can only activate that energetic by speaking life into people, by opening dialogue, by creating connection, by, establishing a higher rapport with someone. You can't use the old playbook and then be victimized by it not working, and that playbook is, essentially coded into everything in the world. Like, you can't be upset by that if you're using the same thing to dominate other people and to essentially like not be responsible for your own creation. Like, guaranteed, like, people who do that, they're not living a life that they love. And that's something, like, as a creator, as an innovator, as an artist, as an entrepreneur, you have to remember that the people who will troll you the worst are the ones who feel so disempowered their life is a fucking shithole. Because people who are in the game are not doing that. They're not critiquing in that way. Like, they know what it's like to be on the fucking court. And so if they do have feedback to give, they establish rapport first. They create connection. There's a way to do it that's masterful, that actually generates conversation, transformation, opening. And the ones who don't, they're literally just fire hosing their dysregulation because they fucking hate their lives and they're not actually committed to something bigger. And I don't know about you, Christine, but I do not take opinions from people who live like that seriously.
No.
Like, I just don't. I don't respect their opinion. I only respect people's opinions who are in the fucking game of their own life, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And if you're not in the game, then I don't really care what you have to say. And
Totally. Well, that's it, friends. That's all. But it's a good lesson to remind people of that. You don't, just because somebody has an opinion doesn't mean that you need to co-sign it, and also doesn't mean that you need to agree to it. It's like you said, being discerning and looking at the person, looking at what they've created, looking at how much you respect the life they've created, and do you want that life, and are they, there's so many different factors, right? We allow so many people, because when we're young, we don't have a lot of autonomy and authority to say no to things, right? Go hug your uncle.
totally, I don't want to.
You're going to make him feel sad if you don't do that, right? There's all these pieces where we learn to bypass ourselves. And so whether it's somebody online or whether it's somebody in person giving us quote unquote feedback or dumpster firing, spewing on us, we really have to stay in ourselves and our body and say, do I agree to this? Does this feel accurate and true? And without the over explaining and without the, going into we can entertain as little or as much conversation as we choose to. And this is a good lesson for you. And if you don't know how to do this, then come into the club, and that's that.
Yeah, we'll teach you how to be unfuckable with.
Yes. And fully expressing yourself and creating a lot of regulation in your life and giving you access to so many different pieces. You can really enjoy and expand the edges of life so much more when you know how to be in it and to not get sucked by everything because there's going to be people all the time in situations where they're going to try to pull you in the undertow of their own dysregulation or their own unhappiness. And this is where we really get to decide, like, our energy and our time is very valuable, and only those who really matter are going to get it.
Yeah.
And that's that.
That's that. So,
and that's that,
note,
friends. We love you.
We love you. If you want to come be unfuckable with us, head to the show notes and get your application into the club. We would love to talk to you. We'd love to meet you. And if you liked the episode, please like, subscribe, share with a friend. We appreciate you. We are just so grateful for you tuning in, and we're thankful for you being here. And we look forward to you slaying trolls in your comment sections or in your life. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
All in all, we want to say thank you for being here. We love and appreciate you so much. And if you liked today, give us a 5-star rating, and we'll see you next week.
And share it. If you know somebody who needs this in their life, share this shit. Abundance goes round and round. We love you.
We love you. Bye.